Alright, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to give you my thoughts on Control. As most of you know, the mid-season event is on. I've managed to play it for a few hours already. It's been more than a few hours, honestly. And I wanted to give my thoughts on if it's worth playing or not. So, to kind of give you a rundown of how Control plays, you have three different points. Think of it like Conquest Mall. You have A, B, and C, or as you can see on the screen, you have a whole sector just A, right? You get two teams fighting for points, kind of like Conquest. There's a smaller count. It's more like Conquest Small. It's 24v24, and the way it works is when you spawn in with 10 points for transport. I don't know if you can see right now when I come up on the bottom right hand side of the names, you have like 10 points. Those are similar to the battle points from Battlefront 2 for those of you who have played Star Wars. Me personally, I think it's actually a really good concept. Do I think it should be another in Battlefield games? Yes and no. But I think it's really fun because you're able to spawn in vehicles that you normally wouldn't be able to spawn in like Conquest or Breakthrough because people are just hoarding a lot of vehicles. Um, it gives everybody a chance, but it also depends on your performance. The way you get points is you get them through capturing objectives, assists, and kills. So just about anything you do in the game will get you the points, and it's not that hard to get the better vehicles. You get me? Now the points aren't all like each vehicle has its different points. No, each category of vehicles has a set amount of points. So let's say you have the transports which are like 10 points, you have the planes that are like 150 points, and everything falls in between. As far as the flow of the game, so far I've managed to only play 3 maps because I haven't played this for a few hours and I've only been getting Orbital and what is that other one? Reclaimed. This map is the first time I got this map and it just happened to be a good match for me. So I'm gonna be playing that. You see how I killed that guy, get like another 10 points? You get points depending on what you do. What else? As far as that goes, it's basically the rundown of how this game's gonna play. It can be one-sided really easy if you don't have a good team. Medics are super important in this game. Sniping is also a viable option in this since it's smaller, more, I guess, linear in some maps. It's really good. The only thing that, because it's a smaller count, and let's say your team doesn't know what they're doing, and more often than not, throughout my 4 or 5 hours playing this, um, your teams are going to be running around lost, don't know what to do, because there's a timer on the points. So I don't know if you can see it right now, or when I look at an objective, you have a timer that counts down from 100 to 0, I believe. I might be mistaken on that. And you have a certain amount of time to control a certain amount of points. After the timer ends, it'll switch. So you have A, then you switch to B, and it'll be a different type of layout, and then it'll be C, and so on and so forth. Obviously, there's a ticket. You gain tickets per points you hold. So it's really important to hold your objectives, defend them, get kills, do all that stuff because it all contributes to a game. What else? Yeah, as you progress through the game, you're gonna find that it's gonna get more crazy with the vehicles. If you're running engineer, I would highly recommend you focus on the transports. If you're running medic, res your teammates. Yeah, it's real easy to forget about your teammates while you're playing this because it's such a smaller game mode and smaller count. So you're just more focused on getting kills and getting the point. But reviving is a massive help in this game mode. And then engineers are good. Engineers, if you spawn in with engineers, you gotta help knock out vehicles. And recon, I haven't been seeing a lot of recon lately. I don't know what's going on. Maybe everyone's just running the assaults, like assault rifles with the recon class, and they forget to like throw down or charge or something. Um, it's really easy to get lost in like the fog of war, quote unquote. And if you're on a point, you're trying to look for targets, there's so much going on. You need to be able to relay the information that you pick up to your teammates. So I highly recommend the recon class as well. As far as do I think it's worth playing it, if you are into the smaller game modes, if you like the Conquest Small, something more linear, it is definitely worth it. But if you're someone like me who's used to the insanity of Conquest Large and like all that other stuff. It can be fun, but the thing is, for me, like in the newer maps, like Orbital, Reclaimed plays really good, or Reclaimed is one-sided sometimes. Like Orbital and all stuff, like the base maps. I don't know how many maps are in this for the game mode to play, but it kind of feels slow and like barren. That's kind of what I've noticed when I was playing. This guy got me because I thought he was in the building. Anyways, it is fun. It can be fun. If you're focused on the ground, definitely a lot of fun. A lot of people, there's a lot of combat scattered everywhere. That's good. I like that the points are dynamic. I think that is also a good way to kind of just keep it fresh. Keep it fresh. You move everyone around. You get me? So like right here, you now have 2 points of B. That's a really good one. Definitely would recommend you try out this game mode. For those of you who are interested in trying it, see if the event's good. You do get some rewards as you play it. I think you have to, right now for week 1 you have to earn ribbons. So run medic, throw down an ammo pack where there's a bunch of teammates, revive people. Get you can run recon too and go to like a highly clustered area, drop a tugs, make sure it doesn't get destroyed, and just provide a lot of spot assists. The challenges is really easy. I think the final one is like an M5 weapon skin. So I think it's fun. It's alright. It just depends on how you play and what you're used to. If you are trying to go after the rewards, just remember if you're like a Conquest Large kind of player, it's gonna seem kind of slow. I mean, this map is made for it, so this map it feels alright. The 24v24, it's not too light on the combat. It's focused on certain areas. But like on maps like Orbital, and like I said, Orbital for me is the one that stood out, where it can feel really barren, and the combat is more like one-sided on in certain areas of the map. Like it's really easy to defend some points, and it's easy for your team to get locked up in an area. Like let's say if you're on the losing side of the things, it's easy for your team to just try and focus on one point, and the enemy team will keep you just locked in there, and it's easy to defend the points. So it's all about establishing kind of like dominance first. If I could give you any tips, I would say when it comes to reclaimed, your team has to control the center part of the map, because if you don't, and you lose those 2 center points, because there's always a point around that area, you're going to be held back to whatever your guinea flags are. You get me? As far as for Orbital, another tip I can give you for that is try keeping the center area. You know where the big tower is on A? Below you got B1 and B2. Try and keep that center area controlled, because a lot of points like to spawn around that area. You'll be in the road, you'll be on the sides of the buildings, or you'll be in the middle right in front where the rocket is. There is plenty of cover. Like and I will say that for Orbital, as big as it is and as empty as it can be, there is a good amount of cover into it. Now, I don't know if the Hourglass rework came out already. I want to check it out. Maybe it's in this game mode, but we'll see. But yeah, as far as what I think about the game mode, I think it could be fun depending on your playstyle. If you're, like I said, if you're a Conquest Large player, just expect it to be not as intense or as fast paced. Definitely recommend working with a team. This game mode can be fun if you have people working together. Your squad mates are running all over the place. I mean, don't expect to not have a good experience. You can do it by yourself, but expect to have kind of a harder time because your teammates are there to revive you. Like in this game, my squad, I don't know if you're noticing, my squad is picking me up and we're picking each other up and we got each other's backs. So we're not doing too bad. We're working together as a team, and right now we're just focused on taking the points. Anyways, if you're wondering about if you should play this game mode, highly recommend you check it out. You can check out the rest of this video. This commentary is not going to last much longer. If you think it's not for you and you don't feel like not invested, but you don't feel like playing the event, you can skip out on it. It's not gonna. Sorry, my mic cut out. It's not gonna affect you if you choose to play the game or not. It is what it is. Definitely, if you wanna just grind out the free rewards, grind out the ribbons, I recommend playing it. It can be fun, depends on the map. But like I said, if you're a conquest large kind of player where you used to 128 players, um, it's gonna feel kind of slow for you. Like I said, there are maps designed for this. Like this map is really designed for it, so it's a lot more fun. Um, I haven't played any other maps, so I just know, like I said, I only know that there's Orbital, this map, and Reclaimed. There might be more. Um, what else? And yeah, I think that's about it for the video. If you're into sort of a linear kind of gameplay as well, like your fast-paced linear kind of thing, where the combat's focused, I highly recommend checking it out. Like I said, it can be fun. It has its moments. But for me, it's alright. Anyways, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the video. If you like it, please leave a like. If you're interested in playing Control, you're not interested, or you have an opinion to share, please by all means comment. I will be reading them if you do comment. And yeah, feel free to like, sub, and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. And I'll catch y'all later. Hope you have a good day. Later.
Hostile forces taking one of our targets. Telemetry mapping active.
Bad feeling! On my position!
Failing fast! Hostiles are taking one of our objectives.
Need a reload! Suspect in the defense! Taking damage!
Fucking trouble! Enemy is capturing another transmitter. Our Angel is ready to deliver a vehicle to your location. Hostile forces taking one of our targets. Sink at 75%.
Tango there! 60 meters from you! Enemigo justo aquí!
Hostiles are taking one of our objectives.
Radar picked up an enemy tank!
tank here!
About 90 meters from you!
Need to reload!
Enemy armor here!
This point is finished.
Enemy tank there! Radar picked up an enemy tank! You're 40 meters away! Be careful!
Tank more! Split your teeth! Make your last stand here and seize control! Transmitter is active. Starting the sync. check your men. Return to the fight. Left engagement. Turn around. Link is at 90% and progressing. Me twice.
Never mind. Hostile soldier!
You devastated the enemy. This collaboration with Archangel was successful.